Good evening, everybody, and happy Video Monday. Tonight's video comes at you based on a request that I received earlier today from Stephanie. And Stephanie asked me to discuss this evening food addiction. And addictions, it doesn't matter what form they come in, are usually, in my opinion, to do with control. So, some aspect of our life we probably feel not in control of, or perhaps we grew up in a scenario where we felt often like things were out of control around us, and so then as adults we try to find or create a sense of being in control for ourselves when we may internally inside feel like things are out of control. So what I would say is if you feel like you're struggling with some form of an addiction, whether it be to alcohol, whether it be to exercise, whether it be to being in a relationship, whether it be to food, whatever it is, I ask you please to look at what you feel perhaps is not in control in your life, or where there's maybe a fear associated with this. So perhaps you don't feel safe in some way, or perhaps you're struggling with believing that regardless of what's going on for you right now, that everything really truly will be okay. So whatever it is you're dealing with, if you have an addiction, and if you have specifically, because of tonight's topic, a food addiction, chances are it's not about the food. It's probably not about the potato chips or the sugar or the caffeine or whatever it is that you feel you need in order to be okay, or in order to be whatever it is that you want to be, or be the person that you want to be. You know, sometimes people are so addicted to caffeine because they like that it kind of makes them feel bigger than they truly are. It gives them energy, it makes them more productive, it makes their brain sharper. And so they're afraid to give that up because they feel like that's going to mean that they're less than in some way, which is not obviously the truth. I always say to everybody who does my cleanses, you need nothing, because everything that you need exists already within you. And for all of us, I think it just comes down to believing that. We do not need to cling to things to feel okay, or to feel in control, or to feel good enough. We are good enough already. So if you feel that you are addicted to something, I would take a look at the deeper level layer of this matter, and look at how that could apply for you in your life. Beyond that, there is, of course, a physiological response that happens for us with regards to certain types of foods, like sugars and fatty foods. They actually affect the dopamine centers in our brain. So when we eat them, we do feel a little bit of a lift chemically. So there is that too. It's not always an emotional thing, though often I think at the root it is at first. So I ask you tonight, this week, to meditate a little bit on control, and on how you perhaps exert control in your life in a way that you can feel perhaps in control of something you might not feel in control of. That was a bit of a mouthful, but I think you know what I mean. Control is an illusion. None of us are really ever in control of anything. So the best thing I think we can all do is practice trusting that everything we need, we have, and the universe, for the most part, will take care of the details. Happy Video Monday, and I hope this helped you in some way this evening. Bye-bye.